Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 17. That's it, I'm gonna begin the second part of this Season 4. It's weird, you know, because I know that there are the last episodes that I'm gonna watch, like, really. I have this second part to catch up, you know, on, and after that I'm gonna be like you guys, waiting for the third part of this Season 4 to come, and I'm gonna be forced to wait for that third part to come, and after that to have one episode at a time each week. I'm so used to binge watch this anime now that it sounds weird, you know, for me to imagine that. Okay, today I'm gonna watch at least 3 episodes, more if I have the time and if I'm into the good mood for that, because really, the last session of binge watching that I made for Attack on Titan, I watched the 4 last episodes of the first part, and at the end of it, you know, I was suffering. Like, it's really the good word to describe my mood during that moment. Like, really, it was too much, the emotions and all of what was happening, the reveals, the stuff. Like, just to discover, you know, Zeke's plan that euthanization, no, euthanasia, euthanization plan? Just to discover his plan, how he had it, and the fact that Eren accepted it, already that, I think that I should have stopped, you know, to binge watch the anime after that, because already that information, these 2 informations, in fact, it was too much for me. I know Zeke's reasons why he wants that, but it's so difficult for me to think that you can imagine that and that you can be okay with it, like your conscience is okay with that. In a way, they can deal with that, you know, morally, because for them, they are not killing anyone, they are just not letting them have kids, so no new generation, so the Marlenians, everyone is gonna be glad, and no one is gonna be killed, you know, none of their friends, so in a way they can deal with that morally, but no, it's a genocide. I'm continuing to think that, I'm continuing to say it. It's a genocide, you are killing an entire community, it's awful. And also, you know, the idea of taking that to someone, the possibility of being a parent, and also you can't give a legacy, you can't give your name, you can't give your blood, and your blood is gonna end, and the blood of your entire community, you know, your entire people is gonna end. It's awful, the idea behind it. I mean, I'm already thinking about, you know, you can think in terms of population of people, and it's already awful, it's a genocide, but if you are putting also yourself into the position of these people, see, I'm not feeling okay. The fact that you can't have that, you can't give your legacy personally, you know, to have a family and something like that, but also for your family, for your ancestors, like, it's gonna stop with you, and also for your people, your entire community, they're all gonna die. It's awful, the idea, you know, taking it for yourself, if you are thinking about it, it's awful. Think about yourself, and just right now I'm telling you that all of the people into your country, that's it, that's the end. You, your parents, but also your brother, your sister, your cousin, and all of that, none of you is gonna have any kids. Your family, it's over after you. Your entire country, it's over after you. How are you dealing with that idea? Bad? That's great. If you're dealing with it bad, it's really great. I know also that behind that for Zeke, it's the fact that he suffered so much, you know, the fact that he was an Eldian, he was so ashamed of it, he was feeling so guilty about it. I mean, he was also so divided by it, by fighting to defend it, or by accepting that he could never be a normal human, you know, a normal citizen and all of that, you know, he just wants that to end for no one to suffer anymore. I know that there is also that reason behind his logic, his plan, but I can't accept it for sure. And also, another thing that I remember, you know, of this particular episode and this particular moment, it's the former Beast Titan before him, his professor, you know, the fact that that guy, you know, he implied that by becoming the Beast Titan, he discovered stuff, and I'm wondering about, can it be possible that the Beast Titan, he has knowledge about the Titans, about the 9 Titans, about the first Ymir, that none of them they have. If we remember the fact, you know, that thing about the first Ymir, she divided her power, you know, into 9 Titans and stuff like that. Can it be possible that her memories, her knowledge went to the Beast Titan? And the Beast Titan, you know, a gorilla like that, like the first man, the beginning of the man. Do you understand my logic? I don't know, I thought about it. Oh, I even made a note, you know, about the stuff that I wanted to talk during this intro. You know, editing the 4 last episodes, I thought about several things. Yes! I'm sorry. I thought, you know, I came back to what Eren said and the fact that, you know, the royal blood, the Ackermans, they can't kill people with the royal blood. That was an issue for Mikasa, Eren and all of that. That's gonna be an issue, in my opinion, for Levi and Zeke. I want him to respect his promise. But I was wondering about that moment, you know, when Mikasa, she saved Gabi from Kaya. When Gabi asked her, why did you do that? Mikasa, she only responded, because, I don't know why, just because. For me, during that moment, I was like, because you know that it was right, like, you're not gonna let a kid being killed. Thinking about it, can it be possible that Gabi, she has the royal blood, and during that moment, Mikasa, she intervened because of Gabi's royal blood? Do you understand my logic? I don't know why I wrote the fact that Zeke, as a kid, he looks like Falco. Like, I have the impression that a lot of them, they look like each other, you know, like one as a kid looks like the other one as a kid, but also as an adult. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we are discovering that one is a cousin of the other one, like they are all relatives. I wanted to say that I still have in mind the fact that Pig is human not since a long time, and there is a real issue with that idea. A real issue because, I don't know, there is something with Pig, with her background, which is not okay. The fact that she didn't become, you know, one of these titans since a long time, the fact that not so long ago she was not human, which could mean that she was a titan, you know, a stupid titan, during a long period of time. And also that thing that she said about her father, something felt off, you know, about the fact that he was sick but not anymore, about something is wrong, something feels off, like there is something right there. With her past, I'm not convinced by the stuff that they said about her. I mean, I'm sure that what they said, it was true, but I'm sure that it's not the entire truth, and that behind that truth we have important things like I'm not okay. I noted also that Pika, she's fighting for the Marleyans, but for the soldiers, not really for Marley country. What she said to Gabi, I really think that she thought it, like really. So for me, maybe she has a debt to repay to the Marleyans soldiers, you know, like maybe she was saved by these soldiers or something like that. Like, it's a question of debt. For me, there is a question of debt behind the fact that she's still fighting for the Marleyans, even if she thinks that. And yes, Levi, he can't kill Zeke. That's it. I read the stuff. Really, I made a little note because I was like, that thing about Mikasa saving Gabi like that, she doesn't know why. And just after that, we are discovering that the Ackermans, they are saving all of the ones with the royal blood, even if they don't want to. I need to write that down. I have plenty of series for this anime. I think that if you are there since the beginning of my binge watching, you know it. It's really fun, you know, because some of you are binge watching my binge watching right now and are letting me comment, you know, along their journeys. And it's so fun to remember my series from the first season, and you know, we didn't know what was happening outside of the walls, and that was not even a question. So it's fun, you know, to come back to that with them, you know, with these comments. And yes, I was saying, I have a lot of series. I'm not gonna say right now during the intro all of my series. I just wanted to talk about these ones. We're gonna begin this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which we have 6 episodes of advance. It's a lot. It means 2 weeks of advance, and it's the best way to support me, really, because right now on YouTube I'm a little reactor, so YouTube is not considering me that much. It's better than how it was during the first months, you know, of this year. I didn't hide it to you when it was that bad, so I'm not gonna lie to you by telling you that it didn't improve. It improved a little, really just a little. You can still see that I'm a little reactor, you can still see that not a lot of people are discovering my channel still now, so I think that, I don't know. I'm not shadow banned, not anymore. I was during 2 months, and again, I don't know why. And I'm not shadow banned anymore, but I don't know. There is still an issue with that. It's like that, so yes, if you really want to support me, you can come on my Patreon, and that's why I'm giving you these advantages of 6 episodes of advance, and also extended or 4 reaction parts, and I'm seeing it each time. For Attack on Titan, I really put a lot of 4 reaction parts. So you can come, even for 1 month, it's already appreciated. And also, if you can't, it's okay, and you can still support me right now on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I'm saying it also each time, numbers. For YouTube, it's only a question of numbers, and also, you know, to respond to someone else's comments, they like that. YouTube, it's numbers and algorithms. I don't know. That one that I'm gonna write right there, that's the only thing, you know, which counts for them. It's really bad because it's not what I want with my channel, you know, that what I appreciate with these reaction videos. It's the reaction part, okay, but also my long intros and reviews, because I love to talk about these shows and these animes, to share my thoughts, my theories and all, and also the comments to discuss about it with you, to read all of you. That's why I don't have any moderator, because I love to do that myself. That's what I want for my channel, but YouTube, that's not what they want for channels on their platform. Let's go for this episode. I'm stressed because right there it's gonna be battle time, you know, like we're gonna be into a fight. Not right now with Eren. I'm still... No, Reiner, I don't think so, my dear, that you are against us and all of that. At least I think that you are with Zeke, that you made plans with Zeke. I'm keeping an eye on you, Reiner. But yes, I think that it's gonna be battle time, fight time. And Levi, someone needs to find Levi, okay? Okay. Let's make that perfectly clear for everyone. Go! Go, 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 gadget, go. Excuse me? Angie, yes, you found Levi, but... he is alive! Alive?
死んでる。外傷以上内臓がズタズタになって即死。見せてください。俺も脈くらい剥がれる。見せてください。
Don't do that to me. If he's dead or alive, he's dead or alive.
死んだのか。 する蒸気が
I didn't know that! We saw him like that, he was not dead. I don't care, Zeke! Reappear as you want, I fucking don't care. Levi. Yes, you reborn, Levi. I don't care. Levi, move! You took him with you, so he's still alive. There is a chance.
何があったん
There
で
is...
すか
Oh my heart!
知らないし
I'm not gonna be able to concentrate on what you're gonna say. I feel that it's gonna be important, so I need to... I swear on everything that I have in my life that for me during the last episode, during the explosion, we were there. I'm telling you stuff like I didn't film it and I didn't keep that during the editing. I kept that during the editing. During the review, you saw that I made breaks, you know. I rewatched that last scene to see if Levi was okay. And we saw his body like that and I said it's okay, like he didn't lose any part of his body. Maybe it's not gonna work anymore. Maybe it's gonna be hurt, Erwin, Angie, like we're used to have that, but he's still alive. I never imagined that he couldn't be alive. And right there, you are playing with my heart, with my feelings by saying he's dead. Let me check his pulse, maybe he's not. Finally, Zeke is coming, like, I fucking don't care. No, I don't hate Zeke, I just hate that during this moment you took that time for Zeke and not for Levi. Like, you can't switch like that, you know, to Zeke without giving me the answer about Levi. And at the end, she's going with Levi, so there is a chance. Like, she wouldn't do that if there is no chance. Right? Or maybe just to keep his body to be sure that they're not gonna have it. And I can't continue this episode without crying a little. I swear I never even thought that it could be possible. No, he's not dead. He's not dead, and you know even why he's not dead? Because I said it also during that same review, you know, when I make the breaks, I said it. If one day Levi is gonna die, never, you understand me? He's never gonna die, or in his bed when he's gonna be really old. If one day he has to die, it's gonna be during a big fight, after being such a badass soldier, after making a wonderful move, and it's gonna be with big epic music and psha pshi pshou piou ta mère, nique ta mère s'il est mort là maintenant, nique ta mère. Il est pas mort. D'où il est mort? Il est pas mort. That's it. I prefer to be like that, you know. I prefer to be mad than to be desperate. To continue. Okay, now I can listen to you, Zeke. And how did you come back to life? Wow. Oh, I'm wondering.
何があったんですかわからない。知らない少女が土を込めて俺の体を作った。
Into your dreams?
何年もそうしていたような気もするし。
Shut the fuck up. You already saw that girl during one of the last episodes At some point, Zeke, you had a flashback, and I was surprised about it because during that little flashback, you had a blonde young girl turning like that on you, and I was surprised about it. It's her, no? She's more. The coordinates. Dead! Killed by Levi, the badass Levi who survived. Oh, a new song. Oh, I'm afraid of spoilers during the opening credits. They are used to do that. I'm gonna focus on the music and not the pictures. It's more metal, you know? Oof. That's a different mood. I'm just looking at the lyrics. It's really hard to just focus on the lyrics, you know? Is it Eren singing like that? Judgment? I don't care about the fight now, I want news about NG and Levi. I swear we need to have these answers in this episode. That's it, half of my mind is on that. I'm half present for what's happening. Your reaction right now, you push them to attack right there because they are still weak. You need that to happen for Zeke right on time. For her to transform away from you. Gabby, go hide yourself. The fact that we are still right there for that fight. Ah, good idea. She's clever, we know it. You may be right, but for Eren and his big ego right now, he has a big ego and he has also a plan made with Zeke. See, not saying I'm gonna kill you, bring it like... It's almost, you know, when Levi and Zeke, when they were fighting in Liberio. Music is good! Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Why am I... No. Really fighting? That's something that I'm sure of, the fact that he's gonna try to save Falco, Gabby, no matter what. You're showing feelings for her, for Neldian? Excuse me? It's you talking? Why is that voice? Him or Historia or nowhere, baby. Again, you know my story about that baby. Out of a plan. Weird for Historia to make one like that. You think so, but the fact that Reiner wanted you to attack now. Why do I still think that? They are fighting, I have to stop to think. And when they came and they destroyed his city, this revenge thing, just stop. know that you didn't kill them. Oh, Yelena. For her, you know, it's her dream, what she believes into, also her face, all of that, you know, right there. It's something even more, you know, deep. Nagato, your reaction surprised me. No, I have to stop. I'm suspecting everyone, everything. Hide. One of our guys is gonna. You believe that? I also manipulated the opinion during that moment for everyone to act like it was supposed to happen on both sides. See, please just stop, like. Reiner! You sing that, Reiner. You're gonna release now. It's their fight, it's their plan, but it's Eren. I mean, I trust you for that. They lied to you. But he didn't lie to you. Ow. No! No showcase, no test, no rambling. Like it's in your blood. Maybe not, but again, he convinced himself that it's all. I don't know this Eren. You trust your friend so much. You don't want that, you don't want to make the rambling. Just know that half of my mind is still with Levi and Zeke. Just know it. You have your scarf. The birds, you know that at some point I had also a theory about the birds. Huh? No! No trailer, no spoiler. Oh, this ending credit? I'm not gonna consider what I saw at the end because I could made a lot of theories with it and I'm not sure that I have to consider it and I don't want to go on that path. But that ending credit opened doors for me, not new theories, but another way to see two things, you know. I said it, at some point I had theories about the birds. I had the impression that they were they were showing a lot of times the birds, and each time during an important moment, during an important conversation and all. And at some point I even said, like, it's weird, someone is summoning these birds to appear during that moment, like, is it important or something like that? Maybe during these moments the birds, they were showed like that by the writer and by the anime because of the fact that during that moment they were representing freedom. And the other door that this ending credit opened, it's all of the question, you know, of being free. That's an important one since the beginning of this anime, even before we discovered all of that about the Titans, the 9 Titans, all of that. The fact that also the Freedom Titan, like, even before all of that, the question of being free was an important subject. And right there they were talking about being into a cage, being a slave. They are all slaves. You know, I thought a lot during a lot of different moments that they were all forced to do so, or they were all thinking like that because they thought that they were forced to think like that. Like, I said it a lot during at least the 2 last seasons, that a lot of times they were doing stuff even without wanting it because they had to, because they were forced to, because they thought that they were forced to, a lot of stuff like that. In a way, they are all slaves. Even Eren, you think that you're free but you're not. Since the beginning you're a fucking slave. And he's fighting to not be one, but at the end you are. That question of being a slave is interesting. Being into a cage, you know, you can go with that idea with the walls being inside of walls and all of that. So not all of them are inside of walls, all of them are inside of a cage and all of that. But the question of being a slave, none of them is free and all of them are slaves. Because even the Marleyans, you know, they are obeying to that system, that society in which they have to be against the Eldians. And we saw that not all of them are against the Eldians, but they are just repeating what they were taught, you know. So, and they are also, you know, used for the army, for being at war with other countries, like all of them. Okay, just the ending credit, it made me think of that. This episode was awful. I mean, it was truly great, amazing, but it was awful to watch it. First, Levi is still alive. Like, no. I have the impression to repeat the same denial that I had when Armi was almost dead. You're gonna transform him into a Titan? You're gonna transform him into a Titan? But it means that he needs to eat one of the 9 Titans just after that. Like, he's not gonna be a stupid Titan, huh? That's what she's gonna do, and we have now the thing to do that in quantity, you know, and she knows it. She knew that she knew that he was not totally dead, but that he was close to die, that he has no chance to survive. She said something like that, but she took his body because that's what you're gonna do, Angie. At least that's what you're gonna try to do. You're gonna try. You know, she acted so much like that's it, he was dead. It's because of the fact that you know that he can't survive like that, so you're gonna transform him into a Titan. Fuck! No, because you're far. I'm sorry, now that I thought of it, I mean, Flocker, Zeke, and all, they are far from the fight, you know, from the battle. Zeke, you're gonna... No, you can't eat Zeke right now. And I don't want that. I don't want Levi to become a Titan. I don't want... No. He's an amazing soldier and captain. He's so great. For who he is right now, he's not gonna become a Titan. In a way, I don't want him to feel that pain. And to have a short life like that. Oh no, he's not gonna become a Titan. He's gonna be saved. He's gonna be alive. I just thought of it. One of the Ackermans is gonna be a Titan and it's not gonna be Mikasa? During the 2 first seasons or the 3 first seasons, I thought that she was an hidden Titan, you know, one of the 9, and she didn't say, you know, because if Richard did that to Eren, why not to Mikasa? Oh, yes, she acted so much like he was already dead. It's because you know that the only chance for him to survive is for you to transform him. No. If it's the only option for him to survive, I'm okay. But can we try something else first? And what Titan, I mean, what superpower Titan can you eat right now? They are fighting. They are fighting. You can't. Why am I doing that? It's not the first time that for Attack on Titan I did that without thinking about it. Really, I don't want to hear anything. Basically, my body is telling you no. Okay, let's not think of that. Let's just focus on the fact that she escaped. That's great for you, Angie. With Levi, which means that there is a chance, I don't know which one, but there is a chance for him to survive, and I need to focus on that. And again, I swear on everything that I know and love on Earth, that I never thought, imagined, not even a second, that he could die. Like, really? No. He survived to so much worse than that. And right there, we saw him floating into the air like that, and he was all of him, you know. And yes, I was important to be into the same denial than when Armin died, but not really. Really, that moment during the review, with me saying that and maybe it's gonna be like Armin is gonna be a Titan. A light, you know, like really. Oh fuck. Okay, that was only the opening scene that I talked about right now since 10 minutes maybe. That fight, I think that I need to stop to think that Reiner is not against us fully and is maybe with Zeke. But I saw the clues that I saw, you know, him with Zeke during that meeting acting weird, him forcing them to attack right now even if they are weaker right now, and it's better for Zeke in fact because Zeke is still there, you know, we know that he has less than 1 year. No, right there they fought, and you know, even during the beginning of the fight I was like, are they really fighting to kill each other? I don't have this impression. Like that, I had the impression that they were acting like they were fighting, but they were not really fighting. But after that, when Galliard intervened, Reiner, you didn't switch, so you continued that fight like you did before, and that was really you trying to stop Eren. And there is really something like that for Reiner. He doesn't want to kill Eren, he wants to stop Eren, to stop the suffering, you know, he wants to stop stuff. They don't know about Zeke's plan, you know, about sterilizing all of these people. Kanye's hate, anger during that moment, I totally understood it. You gave it to the wrong person, because truly, the young couple, I don't want to pronounce his name bad. Onion Copan. Okay. I'm sure of this guy, I have no doubt about the fact that rather he wants to help our guys, but to help them to do what? Like, you want to help Eren, but not really. You want to stop them from doing that plan, but you still want them to do the rumbling, like. And how can you do that? We are talking about two sides, you know, into this fight who are fighting with titans. What can you do, guys? And Eren right there, yes. I mean, you know, when Yelena tried to stop him, I was like, Eren's ego to stop, you know, during that fight, to not go for that fight against Reiner, or maybe more, like I thought that we had a plan with Reiner, with Zeke and all. Now that I have to consider that no, we have nothing with Reiner, still Eren's ego right now is really big, but that big that he would be okay to fight with 3 titans. I mean, he would be okay, like, he wouldn't see the issue with that. The fact that it's really dangerous for him. Yelena, you know, I felt sad during a moment for her, because you know, when for all of them, it's really a question of revenge, of personal revenge, of revenge for their city, their town, their country, to defend themselves, to defend their people. For Yelena, it's more a question of faith, you know, it's more a question of her dream. And for her, you know, to see Eren going for that fight and to see him losing, it's not just she's losing also with him and something like that. It's really like you're killing her face. I felt bad for her. You know, it's really deeper for her to lose. It's not just to lose for her. Like for our guys, it's not only be to lose, it's gonna be to have your entire community being destroyed, sterilized. For Armin to still defend Eren, and the fact that he can't think that Eren can accept that plan, I love that. For sure, I love that loyalty, you know, that Armin has for Eren, but is he right about it? I would love that, but I said it, I don't know this Eren anymore. I totally lost any connection that I had with Eren since the beginning of this season 4. I don't recognize that Eren. Again, I still have the impression that I missed something about what happened to him to explain, you know, all of that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review because I'm gonna watch at least 2 more episodes today. It's gonna be great. For you, it's gonna be on another video. If you are watching this on YouTube, remember that on Patreon we have 6 episodes of advance. For sure, for this one, I'm gonna put the full reaction part on my Patreon. And yes, we have 6 episodes of advance, so you can go watch that. And also if you want to support me. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye. Levi is still alive. He's not gonna be transformed into a titan. No, first he's not gonna die, and then he's not gonna be transformed into a titan. I know. I know that I demand a lot. Please. We'll see.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Right.